Hermes Agent just got a massive upgrade, and it fixed the stuff that's been frustrating everyone who uses it. Agents would sometimes forget what you taught them last week, which means you'd end up babysitting work that you thought you'd automated. The latest 0.18 version of Hermes fixes all of that, and it's the biggest update this project has ever shipped. And by the end, your agent's going to think smarter on hard calls, build its own skill library, run work in parallel while you are gone, and it's going to prove its own work before it says it's done. And you can run all of it on Fable 5, the most capable Claude model, right inside Hermes. Every prompt from today's video is in the free school community. The link is down in the description below. Now, let's start off with the upgrade that changes how your agent thinks. So in case you didn't know, every AI model has blind spots. Claude thinks one way, GPT thinks another. DeepSeek comes from a completely different angle. And when you are using or when you are running Hermes on a single model, you are getting one perspective and you are trusting it completely. Now that's fine for simple tasks, but when the question actually matters, let's say it's a business decision, let's say it's an important strategy call, a build that you maybe need to get right, one brain honestly just isn't enough. So instead of just picking one model, what if you could put all your best models inside a room, put them together, and have them all work the question independently? Then you would basically get one synthesized answer that's better than any of them alone. Now, that is the mixture of agents. So let me build one live so that you can see. Okay, so you're going to go into your model setting, and then you are going to create a new preset. You're going to give it a name. I'm going to be calling mine Council, and then you set your reference models, and these are the advisors that weigh in. So I'm going to select mine, and then you're going to set your aggregator. And that's the model that reads all the input and writes the final answer. I'm going to be using Opus 4.8 for that. And then we are going to save it. Now Council shows up under MOA presets in my model dropdown, and it's ready to pick like any other model. Now, watch what happens when I run a real question through it. I'm going to ask something that's genuinely hard. So not a lookup, not something that you could easily Google. So here's the prompt that I'm going to be using. It's popping up on the screen right now. Okay. So on screen, you get a block per advisor side by side, and then one final answer underneath that's built from the best of both. You are watching a panel deliberate, not reading one model's guess. But a smarter agent is only half the story though, because whatever it works out in the moment, it vanishes the second you close the session. So let's fix that one next. Think about how much your agent already knows how to do and how little of it actually sticks. You solve a gnarly problem together on Monday, and then by Thursday you are explaining the same thing from scratch because none of it actually got saved. Every session you are retouching things that you already taught. That's not an agent that learns. That's basically an agent with amnesia. But luckily, /learn ends all of that. Okay, so move one for that is you're going to turn a source into a skill. So anything that you can point at, let's say it's a doc, a repo, a link to a process that you wanted to copy, you hand it over to /learn, and then it writes that into a permanent skill. Okay, so now take a look at this. I'm pointing it at a reference that I wanted to learn, and then command in, and a few seconds later, it's authored a skill that follows my house standards, saved, and also it's ready to run. I never opened a text editor at all during this entire process. Now for move number 2, capture a win after the fact. So let's say you and your agent just nailed something pretty big. Let's say it's a multi-step process that came out exactly 100% right. Now normally that knowledge evaporates the second the session ends. Instead, you actually can tell it to learn from what you just did, and then it lifts the whole sequence out of that conversation, and then it files it as a skill that you can trigger by name next time. Now that means that the good run that you just had, it stops being a one-off. It becomes a button. Now your agent compounds instead of starting from zero every session, which is exactly what we want. But unfortunately, this also opens up a new problem, one that most people really never ever think about. Self-improvement is usually a complete black box. Your agent says that it's learning, but you have no idea what it's actually picked up. whether the memories that it's building are accurate, whether a bad assumption snuck in, or if it's quietly making everything just worse for you. That's what slash journeys basically solves. Type in slash journey and then the whole thing opens up. It's a visual map of every skill and every memory that your agent has ever built and how they all connect to each other, laid out right in front of you. And basically, you can edit anything in line. You can delete anything that's wrong. So let me show you what I mean with a quick demo. I'm going to find a skill that's hurting my agent, a bad assumption that it picked up somewhere that's been affecting outputs without me even noticing it. So let's take a quick look. Okay, there. Found one. Now watch this. I'm deleting it right now. And it's gone. There you go. That's the system basically. You build a library with slash learn. You keep it clean with slash journey. And now your agent thinks harder and it remembers what works. Which means that it's finally ready for the thing everyone actually wants an agent for, doing the work while you are not even at your desk. Now here is the most common problem with most AI agents' work. You give Hermes a big job with multiple parts. It starts on part 1, you wait, it finishes, it moves on to part 2, you wait some more, and then you check in, and then you check in again, and then an hour later, you are still basically sitting and watching it work when you could have actually been doing something else. Now, that's not really automation because you're still part of the process. That's basically just a slower version of you doing it yourself. That's what background delegation solves. When you trigger a fan out, then Hermes spins up multiple sub-agents in the background. Each one of them takes up a different part of the job. So your main chat stays completely responsive. Now, let me show you what that looks like, okay? So I'm running a real job and it's a full review page for a new tool. So instead of doing it sequentially, I'm actually breaking it into parallel tracks. Sub-agent 1 researches the tool, the features, the pricing, the positioning. Sub-agent 2 scans Reddit and X for real user reactions. Sub-agent 3 then waits for both, and then it builds the actual page from everything that they found. Now, watch the agents panel, okay? All 3 running at the same time. Research is happening, sentiment is happening. The builder queued and waited for its inputs. That's the shift over here. You are not managing a process anymore. You are setting a job in motion and you are coming back to a result. And that right there is the catch. Walking away only works if you can actually trust what you come back to. Which brings us on to the most important upgrade in this entire release. Now here's something that happens constantly with AI agents. Let me paint the picture for you. You give it a task, it works through it, it comes back and it says that it's done. You go and check and the form doesn't submit, the API call's failing, the page won't load, something along the lines is broken, and your agent had no idea. It instead just reached the end of the task and it thought that everything was perfect. You tested the output and then you moved on. And now you are debugging something that the agent should have actually caught itself. Now, this is the single biggest trust problem with AI agents. Every time it happens, you lose time, you lose confidence in the system, and then you go right back to supervising work that you thought you automated. But luckily, that's where completion context comes in and it fixes all of this. So here's how it works. Before the agent starts, you define what done actually means. Not finished, not reached the end, actual done with real checks. And the coolest part is you write it straight into the goal and you basically do it like this. Now the agent has a contract. After every turn, a judge model checks the work against those exact criteria that we just described, and it only accepts it done when there's real evidence that everything is truly completed. Now watch what happens mid-task. And there, right over here, okay? So the judge checks, the form isn't actually submitting it. So instead of telling me it's done, it keeps going on its own. Now, this is why I saved it for last, because every other upgrade makes your agent more capable. But this one makes it test-worthy, which is super important in this. And without test, none of the others truly even matter. And that's basically because you'll always be in the background checking the work anyway. And that will be taking a lot of time out of your schedule. Now, the real shift that this new version delivers isn't just more features, it's an agent that you can let go of. Now, let's zoom out for a second. You've got a council that thinks harder than any single model, a skill library that teaches itself and stays clean, a team of sub-agents that works in parallel while you are gone, and an agent that proves its own work before it tells you it's done. While everyone else is still babysitting a chatbot, you can let Hermes set up your next big moves. Every prompt, every preset, every workflow from this video, all of it is inside our free school community. There are currently over 30,000 members currently in there and busy building, and you should be one of them. So go and check it out, go and join today, and also don't forget to give this a like and subscribe to the channel and turn on those bell notifications so that you never miss another upload. And as always, it's been a whole lot of fun, and I will catch you on the next one.